Hello everyone, welcome back to Debating for America's Youth. Today we're doing a part 2 of a video that I've already done called How to Win Speech and Debate Competitions 5 Easy Steps. In that video I laid out 5 steps that I thought could help you win speech and debate competitions. If you've not watched that, go check it out down below. We're going to do 5 new tips. But before we move on, if you haven't watched the first video, the 5 tips are pretty much speak with passion, thank the judges, eye contact, use data and impacts, and use emotions. Now, I actually explained how to use these points and what I was referring to when I said those points in the video, so check that out. But now we'll be talking about 5 new steps. These will help you be better at speech and debate and help hopefully win competitions. The first point I would like to make is make unique arguments. Speech and debate competitions can be really fun and exciting for judges to watch, but it can also be really boring. If everyone makes the same arguments or give the same speeches in whatever speech event you're doing, it can get really boring and the judges don't really want to be there or even care about what you're saying. But if you make a unusual argument or something unique in the round that the judges haven't heard before, it can make them think. And if they're thinking, they're like thinking of your piece, unlike the person who gives the stock speech and no one really cares about it. Make unique points, bring up new stuff, and if you can back what you're saying up, it'll look really good to the judges. An example of this is actually in the Model UN Club, where I gave a speech as Saudi Arabia, as the nation of Saudi Arabia, against climate change. Now, I was giving this to judges who probably had opposite opinions about climate change, but I gave convincing arguments, and I played my role, and I made them think. And all the other people who might have gave their stock arguments, or maybe even pander to the judges, did not place as well as me using the Saudi Arabia argument. The judges want uniqueness, they want creativity in the arguments, and if you can deliver that, they'll place you highly because of that. Another example is in a bill that's debated a lot of the times on our circuit called the Electoral College, abolish the Electoral College, and there's an argument in there with voter fraud. You'll have to look up the exact card. I'm not going to tell you the exact data, but if you look at it from a different perspective, not just of the every vote counts and the small states, and you look at it from a different perspective, it looks really cool. It's interesting, and it keeps the judges informed. So definitely try that out. The second tip I'd like to say is be confident. There's 2 strategies towards this. First is fake it till you make it. If you're not feeling confident and you're not actually confident, just tell yourself you're confident, breathe, get up there, and then just act as confident as you can. And you'll either come off as confident or become actually confident. But the other way is research and practice until you feel confident. So a lot of times what I would do with bills is I would research every argument, look into every different section of the speech until I had it where I was informed on the topic and could give a speech on the topic just from my research. The other times I just practice the speech over and over and over and over again for a first cycle Congress speech because I want to have the speech so much practice that when I get up there, I'm not nervous and I have it down and I'm confident. So definitely be confident in whatever way that means for you. Third is use different inflections, tones, and volume of your voice. This is very important. When you're emphasizing a point, if you just go monotone through the entire piece, people are going to zone out. But if you can inflect your voice, especially to hit key points, when you inflect your voice and you get quiet during an important impact and tell the judges why this really matters or one person being impacted by this specifically, then it makes it a lot better. So make sure to actually use your voice and your speed and your tone to your advantage. However that looks for you. I would practice it in front of someone else, have them kind of listen to it and tell you how it goes, and then improve from there. And listen to judges' feedback as well. Number 4, tell a story. So this is a key part that a lot of people miss is sometimes you need to tell a story. So when you're giving a speech, a lot of times people will just go through the arguments really fast and it gets lost on people. When you specifically tell someone about either your personal connection or someone else's story, it humanizes the subject you're talking about. For example, with the Venezuela debate, I brought up a young girl who was dying because she lacked the critical medicine she needed. This is one example, but if you bring up a story, it's a lot more impactful. It humanizes the subject, and it's not just numbers. It's here's an actual person being impacted by this. So make sure to bring in real people. And for the real number 5 is practice. Practice makes perfect, and this is really true. The more I practice something, the better I get at it. This can come in multiple forms. Number one, just giving your speech over and over, as I talked about in tip number two. But the second way is watch people around you. For example, there was this girl in my circuit when I was an underclassman, and she placed fourth in the nation. But I would always watch her, watch how she gave her speech, watch how she inflected her voice, watch how she asked questions, and I started to adapt her style into my style. And it really helped me grow as a debater from someone who didn't have a Congress program solidified when I was an underclassman. Watch other people in your circuit. But the other way is watch videos like you're doing right now. Watching videos like this is giving you an advantage over your competitors who are not spending their free time or spending their time in their club to get better. Watching videos like this is going to help you so much, and I'm really glad that there's resources now through my content to help people, because it's often lacking in the speech and debate community, especially free content. So thank you so much for watching. I want you to comment any questions or interview requests you have, and as always, I want you to stay safe, especially through this crazy time. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.